Walter Brennigan for World News Radio in New York. Reporting from our offices in the West, correspondent Michael Davis.
The OWI is confirming that 5 POWs were extracted from a Japanese camp on the northeast side of Bataan. Not only were the once-imprisoned soldiers
I didn't come 11,000 miles to China to sit in a classroom all day. When am I going to get a crack at killing Japs?
Maybe you need to forget what you know about traditional dogfights and prove you can adopt the old man's doctrine.
All I need to know is how to line up a nip in my sights and pull the trigger.
This ain't like flying a cargo plane to Wichita back in the States. There's more to it than lining up nips and pulling triggers. Let's see what you can do tomorrow. See you at 0600.
Welcome to Kunming, China. Before the old man approves any transfer request into the Flying Tigers, he wants recruits to complete a flight test. The test will familiarize you with our ground operations, provide instructions for flying the P-40 Tomahawk, as well as provide tips and tactics for air-to-ground and air-to-air combat missions. Before you begin the test, your P-40 requires fuel, ammo, and repair. The fuel dump, ammo dump, and maintenance yard are marked with helper icons. Simply crew your aircraft and click to move near the icon. Be cautious not to crash into other vehicles or runway buildings.
Yes, sir.
Although the flight test is very useful to hone your aerial combat skills, we desperately need pilots, so it is optional. At any time, you may skip the test and start the mission by pressing the skip test button to the right.
Right on it, sir.
The P-40 boasts robust armor and decent airspeed, however, it is less maneuverable than Japanese aircraft. Its armament includes quad M2 Browning machine guns in the wings and a nose cannon with 37mm high explosive and armor-piercing shells. High explosive is most effective in bringing down the enemy, but the quantity is limited in its inventory. Use its speed to bank left or right to improve the angle of attack. Aligning directly behind enemy planes is the most deadly, while head-on attacks are counterproductive. Use altitude to your advantage by flying a few meters above the enemy to enable you to dive and get in short bursts. This will also allow you to avoid mid-air collisions. If you accidentally fly past the map boundaries, out of camera view, or your plane gets stuck on map terrain, press E to release direct control and then right-click anywhere on the map. The plane will automatically loop back onto the map where you can take direct control again.
Now you're ready. Click on the waypoint to move into takeoff position and await further instructions. Follow these steps to take off and navigate to several waypoints on the map. 1. Make sure your plane's nose is pointed straight toward the far end of the runway. Correct using direct control if necessary. 2. Select your aircraft and right-click at the end of the runway. 3. Press E key for direct control and then quickly spacebar to accelerate. 4. Press S key to lift off and gain altitude. 5. Finally, use the WASD keys to control flight direction. W dive, A left turn, S climb, D right turn.
Well done. Proceed to next waypoint. Excellent. Proceed to next waypoint. Well done. Proceed to next waypoint.
Strafe and destroy ground targets with your cannon. Shoot down valve-guide bombers with your ground machine guns. To land your aircraft, you need to align with the airstrip and advance at the beginning of the runway. When your aircraft is over the runway, press spacebar key to descend onto the runway. Once you land, press the E key to stop direct control and the aircraft will stop automatically.
Well done. Your transfer request has been approved.